May spring come into your eyes for the sweet scents of the pagoda and the smoke and smith. Please kneel down to offer your wishes. Peaceful spring night love song. The bell of compassion is lit in people's heart. Thousand sacred scriptures spread far and wide. Buddha is home, Buddha is forever. Let us go to back Buddha to love. Buddha is not 10 years for me to look forward to. Life together will forever follow. Spring sunshine sneeze to Buddha, a hollow light shines in 1,000 directions. Who hear the song of peaceful spring, please take a moment staying in silence. Will lead us together in life in the future, find back the sound of love's thousands of places. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. I'm very thank you for your clapping. After this, I also invite you to enjoy the next song. The popular song I will sing with my sister, singer Tu Thảo. The song Spring Mix Together. Spring has come. Spring is streaming in the golden sunshine. Everywhere is rain. Spring has come. Spring has still glorious in the wind to welcome spring. Happy spring this year near each other. Remember when we are in ocean, holding hands, asking each other in the days when we welcome the spring. Spring has come. Spring is streaming in the golden sun. Spring has come, still glorious in the swing. Welcome spring. Happy spring this year close together. Remember when to live, hold hands and wait for each other. Come to the watch. Next spring sunshine. Spring has come. Spring is streaming in the golden sunshine. Spring is still glorious. The wind welcomes spring. Our sister, this is the first time we would like to invite the song to everyone. We wish everyone, the monk and the nun, with the happiness in the beginning of the year. Spring has come. Spring is swimming in the golden sunshine. Has come and still glorious. The wind welcomes spring. Happy spring this year also. Remember when we were in ocean, holding hands and asking each other in days. We welcome spring. Spring has come. Spring is spring. Spring is still glorious. In the winds welcome spring. Happy spring this year close together. Remember when to live, hold hand to look each other, dream together, dream the spring many times. Lift up the piano keys, sing alone at the wind welcome springs. Celebrate a close day together. We thank you, Martin and everyone. Thank you for the performance. Very beautiful voice. Nam mô Sakyamuni Buddha.
Vào sáng mùng 6 Tết, Sư Bá Hòa Thượng Đạo Hiệu Thích Viên Giác, trụ trì chùa Từ Tân, thành phố Hồ
The
Chí Minh
Master Brother
và môn đồ sẽ đến
Thích
thăm
Viên
hỏi
Giác
sư phụ trụ
will
trì và
visit
tăng ni Phật tử
and
chúng
give the
tôi tham quan.
wishes
Vào buổi thắp
to
hương liên này,
Master
hàng tỷ vị chúng con
and
đã trang
the
nghiêm kính
monks
chào.
and nuns
Chúng con xin thành kính
at
dâng
the
lời
Phật
cúng
Quang
dường Sư Bá
Pagoda.
Hòa
And
Thượng Đạo Hiệu
now
Thích Viên Giác
everything
và
is
sư phụ trụ
ready,
trì Hòa Thượng
so
Đạo
we
Hiệu
would
Thích Viên
like to
Quang sẽ
invite
con lên lễ đài để ban
the
bố cho
Master
chúng con
Brother
những
and
lời đạo hiệu
Master
cao quý
will
để
give
làm
us
thành
the
danh cho sự
teaching
tu học của đệ tử chúng con trong
for
sắp tới
us
cũng như cho suốt cuộc đời còn lại.
to the
Chúng con xin
cultivation
thành tâm bái thỉnh.
in future.
Chúng con đang vô cùng vui mừng được chào đón một phút thiên an lạc của sư bá Hòa Thượng Đạo Hiệu Thích Viên Giác, trụ trì chùa Từ Tân, thành phố Hồ Chí Minh
We are
và sư phụ trụ trì Hòa
disciple.
Thượng
We are
Đạo Hiệu
very
Thích Quang
happy to
sẽ con lên lễ đài để ban bố cho chúng con những lời
welcome
đạo từ
the
bi
Master, Brother, and
cũng như bổ
Master
sung cho
entering the stage.
chúng con cũng vô cùng vui mừng được thành kính giới thiệu Hòa Thượng Đạo Hiệu Thích Trụ Trì, ủy viên Ban Hoàng pháp
We are very
trị sự giáo hội Phật giáo Việt Nam
happy to introduce
đã đến tham dự
the
lễ khai mạc
Venerable
buổi sáng hôm nay.
Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear Venerable Thiên Thư Hoa Bình, dear Master Brother, dear Master, dear all Buddhists, today, on behalf of the monks and the nuns, we would like to give the Annunciation. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. Dear all, today, sense of spring is still abundant, people's hearts are still warm, the mountain and forest seem to be in harmony with our heart joyfully welcome the footstep of the Master Brother, the venerable teacher of many Buddhists and monks and nuns to visit the Phật Pagoda at the beginning of the year. Give the wishes to our Master. The brother loved like a high mountain. The brotherhood is like the long river. This called the sacred mountain brotherhood. Love which is positioned in the sub-race level that a few people can have. It really makes us admire. Now is not only the spring in heaven and earth, but also the spring in the heart of people gathered under the roof of this Phật Pagoda. We would like to pay our respect to the Master, give him the best wishes to health, and we also have the few words to celebrate begin. We hope the Master will it. The time flies, the time restore. The world merge and destroy the harsh law of the impermanent. Cause everyone to follow the infinite karma, the love and hate mix and separate. Very few people keep this and deep spiritual feeling in this life. Us rather match each other in the place to aspire to be free from the birth and death. In the hearts of two masters are doing, spreading the Dharma to always burning, wishing that Dharma would shine brightly in thousand places, and sentiment could live in happily in the Dharma. Replace the tear with smile, replace the suffering with happiness, replace the ignorance with enlightenment. Though extremely sacred idea become the magical thread connecting the master together, that two of them always require support each other to guide each other to religious work, despite many different overcome their difference, how deliberate divided by the wicked. The first step of true master is still imprinted everywhere to sentiment. Beings need them. Over the years, master has not hesitated to manage difficulties to shoulder the responsibility in his own ministry, while quietly supporting our master preparation to be successful and more advantageous. Since then, the master Dharma has been added to swing to so that can fly wide in the life, allow the sentiment everywhere to be permitted. The kindness of the Master we would like to forever embrace it. The lesson of Master give us not only in the teaching but also the whole life of virtual awareness and selflessness. It's a lesson without the word by the powerful of the wave of the ocean, make our soul transform and sublime. A whole life dedicated thus course. Yes, the end, our master and master brother still only wishes to bury themselves in the oblivion. The smile tolerantly toward the world, but the worldly tie longer attack the ordinary fame and gain. Dear master, brother, and master, the more we completed the shining example of master and master brother, most ashamed becomes when we look back ourselves without the inner heart. We have not had the flow and cling. The merit has not been deeply cultivated. Comparison has not been extended to the world. Every day we are still dominated by habit and in the way and the work, in the dealing with the sentient beings, in fighting with my inner mind. Seek back to reflect on many lives immersed in sin. From now until the future, we would like to follow in the footsteps of Stu Master and to confine our body and mind, cultivate the virtue, and focus the spiritual practice to be calm. We also try to cultivate the brotherhood that deepens to the point to become the spirit of the mountain. In particular, we promise to try the best propagate the Dharma and protect the Dharma, fully promote to. Now, Thiên Tông Phật Quang in Sri affirm its position and pioneer to cause the creation and helps to spread the Buddhist value in community. Taking pressure and follow the master, we also understand this our responsibility to continue his path, promote all the good cultural value of Thiên Tông Phật Quang, to contribute actively contribute the general development of people and society. In order so that all this great and heavy responsibility, we hope that the road ahead us, we continue to have the support guidance from the master. Dear to master, in on the occasionally of the Lunar New Year of the Heart Rabbit, with reflection, burn the incense stick, lean on the lotus, and pray for the blessing of three sure to bless to master have the abundant health, peaceful Dharma, different sentiment forever, respectable teacher to guide us on the path of the liberation cultivation. We are deeply moved to master moral teaching. We see today we would like to express the gratitude Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Please sit down. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. Dear Thiên Bình, to prove this annunciation, dear abroad, Phật Quan Pagoda, Thích Chương Quang, dear monks and nuns, dear venerable nuns, today, the 6th of the lunar year, this is the traditional day of the Tư Fellowship to go to Phật Quan Pagoda to visit, to pay homage to Buddha, to visit the monk and nun, the beloved brother Sư Phụ Trân Quang, as well as to visit and wishes to the monks and nuns, the disciple of Master. On my position that's in my uncle to give the wishes to the nephew, also Mitch visits the Buddhist of Thiền Tôn Phật Quang, especially today have the present of the Buddhist of Phật Ngọc Xá Lợi from Vĩnh Long province. It is a pity we don't have the present. He cannot attend here today. It's a pity. The spring come. Everyone has been happy. For the old monks, over 1 year, more 1 year on, and the health will reduce. The value we can contribute is not strong anymore like before. So we see the cultivation, the strong cultivation of the monk and the nun. We see the strong to protect the Dharma of the Master Phật Quang or the Thiền Bình. I'm very appreciate. I believe the hand and the foot with the stronger will create the raised value to bring the Dharma into life. Have the life, the people life, will we have the true happiness and have the protection from the triple champ. The spring comes, we call New Year. We say the wishes with the Happy New Year. We eager to welcome the New Year. But the new can be new only when we have the new thing in our heart. Last year, we have many anxiousness. We have many problems. But for this year, if we still have the problem, is don't have any new. So New Year we need to have a new one. So we want to have the New Year. So we will give the wishes for others have the new thing and more cozy, more happy things in the new year. We encourage each other to do good deed in the cultivation part, to develop the Buddhism part. Last year, I have the poem to give myself to give others. The new year come. For one new year, the people's hearts will connect warmly. Từ tuần with New Year, Phật quan with New Year. This is the wish it. The flower, the leaf. The main thing that is to have the emotion connection, the relationship. What is the relationship in the life? The relationship is in the normal life is the complicated things, the suffering. If we have the normal emotion in life, it's more suffering. It's not safe. So it cannot be the good emotion. So in the normal life, it's easy to change the loving to the hate. With that emotion, we think we can have the happy with that, but in fact, we wait for a long time, but we don't receive the true happiness. And the suffering is more. So we go to find the new emotion. With the new feeling, with the new happiness, is without any bad, any failure. It will bring along with the Dharma emotion, the emotion in Dharma, to connection, the emotion, the relationship, does it keep the Dharma relationship with each other, with the teacher and the student, to develop the value of the life, the profound life, the meaningful life. Why the Dharma, the loving in Dharma is the good emotion? Because the Buddhism has the Buddha. With the Buddha halo, we will have the unconditional love. Is no limit. The loving in the normal life is always get the return. Only the Dharma under the Buddha halo, we will have the emotion, the true emotion. On the brightened light of the Dharma, with the selflessness of the enlightenment, we will have the true fairness. We need to establish the good, the right emotion, the loving. Understand clearly the path to exit the suffering, to guide us to go on the Dharma path, to resolve the problem in the life, to have a generous spirit, generous heart, The loving in life is just connect with the benefits purpose. We have triple gem. So for our loving, we always have the profile, the relationship, and wish you all to have this right emotion to communicate, com, and this year, I wish with 3 additional things and 3 reduce things to reduce the faults, to reduce the mistake from the big one or from the small one, the very small thing from the mistake. That is the first reduction. The second deduction, to reduce the prevention for our good deed, for the reduce the obstacle, the challenge for our good deed. So for many good deeds will be done by us. The third deduction, that is the reflection of our behavior, the reflection, the negative reflection in our mind can be make the problem with the relationship between our beloved one, the father, parent and children, the college, and reduce the negative one to improve the positive one. That's the 3 deduction. We wish everyone will have this in this year. 3 addition. The first one, the addition is with more loving and the compassion. We need to raise our heart to be wider, to contain more people, contain more loving. The second one, the more wisdom, the more knowledge, the more experience in our life, we will behave very reasonable. And the third addition, that is the marriage, more serve, more good deed to do for the volunteer activity, the serve for triple gem. So we wish, 3 addition. Next one, we wish you don't have violate the big animal, the big principle. We have 10 principles in the family. We don't have the problem in the family. We don't have the argument in the family. The second one, for the Buddha, the Pagoda, we forgive the superstition. Meditation Uh, we have 10 the principle to avoid. Finally, the monks and nuns of Tutung Pagoda to express the admiration to the culture, the spiritual culture of the Phật Quang Pagoda. The value from the cultural environment is create the value, the unique value that's become the standard for every pagoda, every Buddhist association need to study to follow, to facing of the challenges of the modern life. To Phật Quang value. From myself, I study more, but I still cannot apply much. It's very difficult. It's not enough blessing. It's not enough wisdom. It's not perfect to apply the cultural environment. I will try to learn little by little to apply for myself. Phật Quang belong to Phật Quang. That it also belongs to Từ Tầng. Buddhists from Từ Tầng, we always try to study and follow the beautiful value from Phật Quang, the action, the connection with the unify, the unions, everyone is meaningless if we don't have the practical meaning, value. So the value of our result, the practical result, will prove for our theory is true or wrong. The Phật Quang environment, Phật Quang cultural environment is new, so it still have many people is not didn't adapt because it's difficult. It's not easy to apply. It's required the strong, the combination for the power of many people. If we just have the strength on a particular field, it's not enough. I see the Phật Quang system. Why is it perfect? The master is too excellent. The monk and nun are too excellent, but it's still not enough. The main issue is the Dharma in the system is have the unified Dharma. the unified living in the Dharma. It's not belong to, it's not depend on the individual. It that is the same power, the same collaboration of the master and the monk and nun. Today, I heard Phật Quang, we can call Thiên Tôn Phật Quang. A big harm. But for now, every factor of the value, every value to combine to make the big house. For we can call it Thiên Tôn Phật Quang. I heard the light of Thiên Tôn Phật Quang will be supported by the Buddha, the Saint, the Patriarch to give the light, to spread the value, the cultural Buddhist value of the enlightenment, the serve be perfectly as I'm appreciate much the connection from Tu Tông and Phật Quang is very big, over 25 years, and each year, every year, just arrangement to come here every year. Regardless the storm or raining, we always visit here at the 6th of the New Year. And each time we come here, we can feel the new living strength. So to come here to welcome the new year, this is totally right. Everything is new. That is the criteria is created by Phật Quang cultural environment. We always create a new thing. We always adapt for the new thing of the life. Today, we have the Venerable Thiên Bình. It's very new for this year. Very, very happy. Last but not least, I have a few work to give everyone. Help everyone to have to be loved, the loving for everyone. And now we will have the lucky money, the red envelope for everyone. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha. We very appreciate for your teachings. We want to pay respect to Master. Namo Sakyamuni Buddha, with 3 bows from the monk and nuns of Phật Quang Pagoda. Where is the red envelope of the master? I I forget the red envelope for two people. The master thích Chân Quang and announced Venerable Nan Tương Phổ. The master brother will give the envelope. He's forget intentionally for two most important red envelope. Every Buddhist, you see a master give the red envelope to every monk and nuns. You are very eager to receive it, but just only the monk and nun should receive it, so you can become monk and nun to receive. To continue, the master, on the Buddhist attitude, the spirit, the ring mountain is from the forest. We are respectfully pay tribute to Master We would like to invite the Venerable, the Master Brother, and Venerable Thiện Bình. We would like to sit here to listen to the bridge from the Master Chân Quang. The monk and nun, please go to the guest house to serve the Venerable. No way. If you want to receive the red envelope, you need to become a monk and nun. Namo Sakya Muni Buddha. This is the 6th of the Lunar New Year. At the traditional, this is the last year. And tomorrow I need to go to Ho Chi Minh City to go to the north and to organize the releasing in the north. Then we have the ceremony in Hanoi, Bắc Giang. We have many activity, very busy. From the original period, I come here. It don't have any tree, any forest. It's just rock and sand. I have the pledge to organize, to build the fellowship. The brother is come here to support me here. Without any food, we just have some food from the banana tree. The time fly, and the relationship loving between us is bigger and bigger. And the fly come. We have something lost, we have something added. We lost for the young With the time pass, the new year, we have more age, more success. But for the old people, we lost we lost the health and the loving if we don't have the principle. It depends on our behavior to each other. For some people, the time go over, the emotion will increase. But for some people, the emotion will reduce by the time. For here, after 30 years, we have the brotherhood. Our brotherhood, that is the sample in the Dharma. We different the Buddhist method, but we go along together. So to understand that, how to cultivate is truly right. We cultivate how to get the more emotion, right emotion, right, more loving. For the normal life, everything is impermanent. Everything is change. But we don't give the secure that based on the impermanent, we are not allowed to lose our relationship, to lose our loving. The church is some supporting from the beginning. We need to remember for our whole life. With the gratitude, we cannot calculate it. We need in front of the Buddha. We come here, we call brother and sister. We try to don't let it blur and lost by the time. For the disciple of the Buddha, we always keep the morality. We keep the emotion, the relationship with each other will form firmly by the time. Why we need to keep the emotional? While we are finding the enlightenment in the Four Noble Truths, we have one factor of the sand. We don't have any dependency in the seven factor of the sand. For the definitions, we need to increase the feeling, the gratitude in our life. Is not revenge to the characteristic of the sand. But the emotion, the right emotion will support each other on the way to the enlightenment. We cannot go alone. We have to go with other. So the emotion, the relationship, we need to keep firm. Most of us need the people, need the master, need the friend we go with. When we cultivate alone, we will do wrongly. When we receive the teaching, we can find the reminder to do the right thing. The good relationship is very important for the cultivation. Very good relation. The most important. In the normal life, we call it loving. The loving should be deep and profound and thoughtful. We don't let it be very shallow. If we don't have enough morality, we will have the emotion is very blurred. When we have the Dharma, when we have the cultivation, when we have the morality, the the relations that is very profound for us can live for each other, die for each other. Why the idea for the reference to Buddha, we can live or die for the Buddha. We can live or die for the country. We don't have any afraid. For the lover, we have the friend or the co-worker. In the military, we can devote we can sacrifice our leave to keep the living for our friend in the military. And in this difficult life, we always keep our benefit, but sometimes we need to sacrifice our benefit to give our friend, our family, our master, our brother and sister. That is the relationship. That's if we live, we die for others. In the black society, they always obey the principle. Nghĩa khí giang hồ. They can live or die for others. Mafia. Yeah. For us, society, for our community, we can obey the law of the country. We can sacrifice the philosophy, Western philosophy, for ourselves first. First priority. The philosophy is very strange. Make the people selfish, more selfish. The boy and the girl live together but don't get the marriage because afraid to give the money for other. That is the philosophy of the Western, that we just worry, take care for ourselves. We never live for the compassion and loving. We take the risk to ignore ourselves. We can do more thing, the general thing. We don't need the safety for ourselves. We live for others. That time, the community will be peaceful. That is the philosophy, how to live lovely, how to make the deep relationship for this life and many life after. We live for others. Live for others, die for others. It is the motto. We live for Dharma, we die for Dharma. When we take risks, we can refuse, we can sacrifice for the sacred thing. The sacred thing that is the country, the Dharma. For the peoples who can do it, what is the result? Say people can love people. Our life will have the own planet follow us. We never alone. We never lonely. We live in the loving, the big loving of everyone. This is the last day of the tech holiday in Phật Quang, Pagoda. Everyone come here to have the wishes. That is a traditional custom between I and Master Từ Tân. For one day in the past, we say loving to each other. It never change in this life, in future, and for many lives later. We hold on to go to the path enlightenment. We invite everyone. We have the buffet meal. We please stand up.